Close enough. Meeting to order. Start with the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Play ball. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We have a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Look, yes. I guess we'll start with the Ohio Avenue stuff so you guys can get out if you'd like to.
I stopped and I talked to Roy and Sean over Ohio Avenue, and I got 2 bids from Bob Himes and Shook Brothers. Bob Himes came in at $20,000 and Shook Brothers came in at, Roy got it. It's on one of these pages.
Yeah, for sure.
18,950. Actually, just asked you. Sean, we have all of the insurance stuff from the last job, and Roy's got his work comp and drug-free workplace and all that stuff here too. So. And I'm sure Dolly, you have to talk to him for 25 other signatures or stuff.
I've got the packet.
We have an apparent low. We'll review them, and we want to go with this. And
Would you, when would you be able to do it?
Where do you want to get started?
this year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My gradles on rent up in Paynesville won't be done until the 16th of the month. That would be the nice machine to go in and do the dish work with.
Okay.
You know, but it won't be. I won't get it back till the 16th of November.
You still get asphalt?
Vernal's going to be open till the first of the year. They got so much work to do. So
we'll be guaranteed to have it asphalt before winter?
After the project's done, so it wouldn't be left.
yeah, what you got a 7-day deal in there. But if we go in and do that, we could do the crossing, do the road work, and get everything else done, but the grading, for that ditch work, and then we could bring a grader on and do it. It'd be a lot nicer job. You don't have to get off the road and tear things up that way with the Gradle, but it won't be back. I can do it with the other machine, but it just...
so you're looking the 16th to start then?
Yeah, the Gradle,
okay.
The Gradle does a lot nicer job.
All right, as long as you can still get asphalt. Appreciate you putting in the bids, sir. You guys are free to go.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Thanks, man.
See you guys.
See you
So
later,
we're
Sean.
gonna make a motion
That's
to
what-
wait?
We have a motion to approve Roy Shook.
I'll make that.
I'll second.
I'll vote yes.
Okay, do you have a contract there, or do...
Yeah, there.
How about if I go up and get that packet
Sounds fantastic.
right now? I'll get you that other paperwork.
Just that right there.
Hell, getting older.
Just hold it, Rick. Just hold it.
You got signed in?
Oh, yeah, I know. You don't tell me about signing stuff out.
They bid $18,950 over.
You haven't come in and trim a weed anymore without.
What, you got your wooden shoes on?
Even in tennis shoes, that sounds like that going up.
And a motion to adjourn.
Yeah. I'll second.
You make a copy of that, or do you need this one?
Oh,
Here's a
yeah.
blank one, has the map and all this stuff,
Yeah.
specs on it. Yeah.
When would you like this back here?
Before you start.
Oh, okay, well.
The sooner the better, probably.
Yeah, in a couple of days. Or just
It's always,
Get it to Kevin, and
Yeah.
Kevin can get us to us.
yeah, you can call me at any time.
Okay, sure.
I'm usually just laying around doing nothing.
It's watching the security cameras.
There's no guy. Hey, you're the first one on camera.
I saw.
He timed it perfect. When was it? Saturday I met you? I was actually heading over to Denny's to get some parts. He called me. He's like, oh, perfect timing. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
All good?
Yep.
All righty.
I think everything's under control there, and we'll get that. And you want my pre-qualification paperwork and that stuff?
Social security number, too, banker's information.
All right, well,
Just bring that stuff over to me.
Get
right
it going,
now.
and I'll talk with
Yep.
Kevin to get everything lined up, and, you know, that machine will be back in, but I can go do the rest of it all with that, but I just like to, I like to do with the grade all that way, put the ditches in, especially through that yard, because this time of year, you don't get any drying.
Yeah, no problem.
It's nothing but a mess.
Just give me a holler.
Great.
And, we had no problem with shutting that road down a couple hours during the day,
Yeah, just
as long
get
as
that
it's after
crossing.
9 o'clock and all
Yeah.
that. Okay.
What, would you like to do it on Saturday? That way the buses or anything you don't have to worry about. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's
I
open.
mean, that's, all righty.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
Okay, that's out of the way. Communications.
From the Health Commissioner, we received a copy of a letter that was sent regarding 8579 South Pricetown Road. The owner has been summoned to a hearing on December the 2nd because things were not taken care of as requested.
And I got a call from the neighbor, and there's been something that's been added, it's going to be redone. There's an open well or cistern on the property that needs to be abandoned, so they're going to add that to the nuisance complaint and submit another piece of paperwork.
Okay. Okay. Concerns, Stacy Wills, 14778 Hoyle, is requesting a blind sign posted at or near the residence for her child.
Done.
Done.
Yeah, you should got the bill on that, or
Yep. tonight.
invoice on that. I
We
also
just
picked up a
got-
new post driver while I was down there.
Pneumatic? Pneumatic?
No. One that has long handles, so I could, yeah. A much better one.
Okay. Virginia Kern, 14988 Hoyle Road, requesting that the ditch is cleaned out in front of her residence.
I didn't go down there and look at it yet.
I'll take a look at it, and
Does it
it
need,
probably won't get done this year. I drove by and looked at it when she mentioned it to me. I didn't get out and look at it yet.
okay.
But, I'll take a better look at it, and maybe something we can do in the springtime.
I
Next
didn't know if
year.
it was elevation
No.
clean out or just mow clean out.
Yeah, it's just more of a mow clean out thing. I'm just driving by. But I will take a look at it. Is there an address on that, Dawn?
Yes, 14988. Didn't leave a telephone number, so,
Yeah, she always comes out.
okay.
Cookies.
Cookies.
From Rick, notification of the EMS symposium. This is different from the fire symposium.
It's the same thing, only this is a 2-day. It's going to be an EMS Saturday and fire on Sunday.
Oh. Gotcha, I didn't read, and he pointed out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get more, Ken.
Yeah. The Saturday's going to be all EMS, and then Sunday will be fire. EMS on Saturday's got Dr. Michael Abernathy. He's the chief flight physician for Med Flight in Wisconsin, I believe. Real good keynote speaker. And they got Randolph Mantu from Emergency. He's going to do some speaking.
He was the hot guy from the 70s,
Yes.
I remember him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. and I can't- and I
Hey.
can't-
Yeah. And Joe Mistovich, he's going to do talk about assessments of field triage for trauma patients. So that'd be a real good one. And what the Fire Chiefs Association trying to get this all, get a big EMS, because we have EMS monies now available to us that what used to be in the old fund. We finally got them relinquished to us, so we have some money to spend there.
How many guys you're looking at taking?
We had 10 last year. I'm going to say approximately that.
Do you think they're going to go to both days, all of them?
I know I am.
I think
and
there's
this
one-
and this includes a meal too, so which is great.
A T-shirt.
What's that?
And a T-shirt.
$35 per day or $50 for both days.
Yeah. Do you just need to issue a PO for it? Because this is going to happen in January. And,
Yeah.
and I won't have an actual count to really tell you until later on anyhow. Or do
Okay.
you need something in stone?
Well,
before?
yeah, I need at least an approximate amount to write the purchase order for. $500?
Yeah, that'd be 10 people, correct?
If
Yeah.
my math is correct.
We need a motion.
Yeah.
Make a motion for the 2 days,
Okay.
10 volunteers.
Do we have a second? No, there's a second. And I'll vote yes.
Okay. All right, then I'll just issue the purchase order to MCFCA, and you can, you know, they adjust on the billing then afterwards.
Right.
They
Okay.
do.
Now, we had trouble with that last year, remember? Okay, now,
Every community has trouble with it.
I know,
Uh-huh.
well, I don't want to get into that pickle again. Do you, once I get everything together, do you want me to give it to you to go ahead and send it through? Because all this has to be registered by the
By January 8th.
8th in order to receive your free t-shirts and stuff, so, you know, might as well get it all in there.
Sure,
And then that way it's all, everybody's registered.
Sure.
Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
okay.
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 All right. That's it.
You sure you don't want to do that now?
Fine, yeah. If we need to make an adjustment in appropriations in the cemetery fund, $500 to the 204-1-410-211 OPERS from 204-1-410-599.
Do we have that motion?
I'll make-
We have two first and I'll second. And you'll vote yes.
All right.
20410 Cemetery, so.
Uh-huh,
500?
yes.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the October financials. No, nobody's going to.
I'll make that.
I have a second from Denny. Mr. Furman seconds, and I'll vote yes.
So I can write it. See.
Year-end bills. I'm taking this verbatim. Please turn in to Mrs. Bennett in a timely manner.
That's not verbatim, because she would never call herself Mrs. Bennett.
If
I
a purchase,
already read it.
if a purchase has to be made at the last minute, it will need a PO dated
Right.
2014 to carry over 2015. Any expenditures that will not be billed until 2015, but as purchase/promise, should be turned in with order information/packing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Road Department, crack filling machine that we were purchasing from Alliance is being advertised due to legal issues on their end.
Are they gonna let us know when this
Yeah.
is advertised?
Kenny said he'd send me an email as soon as everything come up.
I'd make a motion, we bid $4,000.
No, they're gonna put a minimum on
He's
it.
gonna put a reserve price.
Actually, I already talked to
Way
him.
ahead of you.
I told him that too. I said, we bid $4,000.
Dirty fool.
I voided the check, but I didn't, I'm gonna leave the purchase order open because you guys did approve it at the last meeting and it's stated as
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Okay.
I do have the machine in our storage building, and I
And
was
you-
gonna crack fill, but, you know, there's a lot of little personal things I like to switch around on it, but I don't wanna get into that
Yes.
until I know it's ours, so.
Yeah. And you saw that Trent did add it to
Yeah,
the
so it's-
insurance.
Yeah, so it's up there, it's,
Okay.
Okay, and the cemetery got graded today by Mr. Beck.
yeah, Mr. Beck came in, a couple piles back by the tank battery where the oil well tank is. There was left from the digging out the driveway and stuff. It finally
This is
got
at
dry
the
enough.
West Cemetery.
Yeah, the West Cemetery, graded that out, had a wet spot out in front, got that all graded out and leveled.
It's all the
Looks-
material all the way down?
Yeah, yeah, it's still rough, but, I mean, now it's smooth enough that I can get in there and take care of it and dress it out a little better in the spring, or
And security,
whenever weather's around.
security cameras have been added, and they look fantastic. I look really good on it. The District Advisory Council meeting /MCTA meeting is going to be November 20th at 7 p.m. Our next meeting is November 17th at 7 p.m. Mrs. Kale.
Can I ask something on this advisory council? Okay, so they're gonna put through something that says that people can be,
They need a resolution from the District Advisory Council allowing the Board of Health to quarantine people if necessary. If it has to be because the District Advisory Council must have some kind of say-so and to be able to do that, but they need a resolution.
yeah, because we've never had to do that with anything like
And I would think they would deal with other contagious diseases, but anyway, that's what Pat Sweeney's asking for.
Yeah, okay.
So we did send out 2 dates, and then they decided it'd be easier just to wait. But if there's an emergency, then they'll call a meeting immediately and give them the permission to do that.
Don't forget to vote tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all ready? Ready to go? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did take care of all the old ladies that come in.
Don't talk about Amanda like that.
We got our grant money from the Green Team for the recycling for both of them, so there was $500 for each, so we got $1,000. Christmas tree recycling, I said yes, that we were going to participate. I forwarded that to Kevin. Last year, the Green Team generated 119,000 pounds of trees that they submerged in area lakes for wildlife habitat, so I said that we would continue on. Okay with that. That's all I have.
Mr. Furman?
The only thing I have was we went over the security system is up and running good. We have a new printer upstairs. And Kevin, if you could, can you remove the Dell printer that we have up there, remove that from our inventory and then add?
Actually, I don't think the Dell printer is even on there because it was Dolly's from the
I don't know.
I'll
UAN.
double check.
Yeah.
If there's a number on there.
If it is, yeah, if you can remove that and then add the new printer that's up there and also add the security system
Yeah.
in one here.
On the security system, how many hours does it go before, does it tape over itself? How
It's
does it
like
work?
2 months.
Yeah, it's like
60
2 months
days.
or something, yeah, 60 days.
Sure.
Okay, well, because last time with the old one we had, the former one we had, when it snowed, it ran continuously, and then it took a
This
matter
one's
of
not
like
even picking
72
up the
hours.
bugs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not even picking up the bugs. I was watching it actually when we came in there.
So you put up the additional 2 cameras, so now
Yeah, and I'm
there's
probably gonna
6
do
cameras?
one more camera, so just,
Got plenty of cameras.
yeah.
And
I covered the back section where we have the most traffic and problems. I also shot another camera up between the 2 buildings, covering the 2 doors, the fire station door and my shop door somewhat, so we can see. And then I picked up the back portion of this parking lot with another camera. The camera that was in the back corner that kind of caught the back parking lot and this, I put 2 cameras, so one's directed that way and the other one's directed straight on the front door here. So it's a little more
So
designated.
what was the purpose for the Wi-Fi extender? What do we need that for?
because this is all done on Wi-Fi now, so it picks it up and then you.
Yeah,
it
I
goes
can
on
pull it.
Wi-Fi.
I can pull the cameras up on my iPad once I have it set up.
Okay, so but the Wi-Fi was to get to the cameras from the DVR? I guess I'm not understanding what the Wi-Fi
Yeah,
was
For the
for.
system to get to the cameras.
Oh, okay.
The DVR is all Wi-Fi capable, or it's internet capable. It
Oh,
links.
okay.
My building, I have 1 bar from both Wi-Fis. So we've got the Wi-Fi extender, so now I have 4 bars in my township garage coming off the fire department. It also, that means when I'm in the township garage on this, I'm on Wi-Fi instead of the 4G also, so that'll help the
Do you need a
internet
printer in
use.
your office? No? Okay.
No, I use the fire department computer when I
It's
was,
warm over there in comfy chairs.
yeah.
So,
But, yeah, once we get the setup complete as far as internet access, you can pull it up on your cell phone or at home on the computer. You know, all I do is give you guys the password and
The
you can check the
security?
cameras. Yeah, the
Oh.
security
A
cameras
little bit
will
of
be on the internet.
voyeurism.
Yeah.
Just
Just let me know, Doc.
I can see Jason when he comes over and dances.
I mean,
So, but it goes back where you could rewind it, like say you had an issue, you could go back to a certain point and then record that, so you'd have that for
Yeah, you
for
can,
purposes
yeah,
or
you
whatever?
can do snapshots and all that stuff with
Okay,
this
okay.
even. You know, if you just want to, there's a point on there, you can just click and it says snapshot and it takes a picture.
Okay,
And I was kind of curious tonight whenever when he was just showing it to me, and Jason pulled up and I mean, boom, right there he was. It was, I mean,
Yeah.
very, very distinctive.
The paperwork,
Sexy.
the paperwork, leave it up in the office,
For,
or a copy of, well, we have a,
for the cameras and stuff?
yeah, we just usually have a copy of everything that we have on inventory, whatever paperwork we have.
Okay.
Second copy, just in case.
Yeah, I have it in my drawer, but I'll make a copy and put it up there too.
That'll work.
We're through here.
Wait, I'm
Oh, you're not done?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys don't, I'm sure you know about the Energy Assistance Program for the low-income housing, or low-income. I printed out 2 copies, so I'm going to keep a copy, and if you want one, I'll leave one upstairs. If you know anybody
That's for
else.
heat.
Mhm.
Well, actually, there's 4 programs on here. There's it's PIP, P-I-P-P, and then it's for HEAP, WCP, SCP, and HWAP. I didn't look at, I'm trying to figure out what the initials are, other than some is for electric, some's for gas, and some's for fuel oil. But they, I was looking at some of these, you have 3 people in the house, 40 grand, you're considered allowed to pick it up, which I think is pretty reasonable for some people that they need some assistance. But if they pick up, if they have under $40,000, they can pick up 200% on this. So, anyhow, if you know of anybody that really needs some assistance
Is
with
there
their
a
energy.
deadline on that?
You can have that one. I can print out some more, I just printed them off the internet.
I'm gonna say, 'cause we can
And the forms and everything are in the back there in case you have.
put it in a roundup, if we have them available if they need it.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And if you look at the website, that is down here on the bottom too. Other than that, I think that's all that I have.
Okay. Chief Peppel.
Okay, Josh Perry is returning.
He's back!
He's back.
He's Twitter pated.
Yes, so I'd like to have,
Is that PA or PE?
PE. Or, yeah,
PA.
RRY?
Yes.
What, you have to tell me what, back from where, what?
He was on the department, he left and went to North Carolina with his family, now he's living back with his Uncle Brian Schrock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he'd come back on fire department, but I just need your blessing on that, and I'll use
Is he probationary, is he what?
No, he'll be full-time. He's
He
still
left in good standing.
He left
Oh.
in good standing, plus he holds his card down there and everything's transferable and.
I'll make a motion to
Reinstate him?
reinstate him to
Reinstate.
fire
Is that it?
department.
Re-firefight him?
Yeah.
How about yes?
Does he need
I vote no.
paperwork?
Yes, he's gonna need paperwork. But I have, he'll need that W-4, all right? You can just send it to Brian Schrock's house.
Okay. Okay, it's Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The gas well training that Becky and Tommy Kirkner went to was all paid for by the grant. When they passed their class, they mailed him back his $100 check, so it was all taken care of by the grant. I need to have a motion. I need to purchase 2 of the coats, the EMS coats that we have for Brian Schrock and Christine Brown.
Do you have a motion for that?
And how much?
I believe there's 185 or somewhere around there, 185 to 200. I can't
2
remember.
coats?
What's that?
2?
Yes.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
And who are they for?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Brian
Christine.
Schrock and Christine Brown?
Yeah. You take them out of the EMS fund,
Oh, okay.
please.
Okay. Okay.
Need Kevin to look at the lock sets on the doors at the station. There's a couple of them that aren't working right again.
Lock sets?
Yeah, the one on the back he tore apart and it was pretty well bad the last time. But if those are old sets, I'd
Yeah.
just like to go to these same type that you have here if they'll fit. Plus you're able to put in a 4-digit code rather than just a 3-digit. It would work
Those
a
are
lot
old,
better.
they're original.
They're original, yeah.
There are some that you can get that have, like where you can put temporary codes in them. Say if you're having somebody gonna come in and do some work, you give them a temporary code to come in and you can change it out.
Yeah, these ones do that too.
Do they?
Yeah, that way it can, can usually be put in 3 times and then it deletes itself.
Delete itself.
Do we need something that's more like industrial strength? And where did you get these through Berry Brothers?
Yeah.
He just needs to look at the patterns on the door, right?
Yeah, I have to look. I think the lock sets that are on there now, I think they got 2 holes drilled in them, so I might have to, I just have to look and see if we have to get a different type of setup or what. But,
So how many are you looking at, 3?
4.
4? Okay.
But there is longer, dude.
Hey, that back door.
Huh?
That back door.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Denny and I was watching on camera laughing, because he forgot the combination already.
The only thing is, and I don't know if you noticed on this door out here, speaking of that, where the deadbolt got turned out and somebody tried to slam the door shut and it crunched the vinyl or the aluminum over top of it, that needs to be pounded out or fixed or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough that it'd almost be replaced.
So are we going to say, go ahead and purchase these, or what are we saying
I'd
here?
say so. I am fine.
How much do you remember how much other ones were, Kevin?
120? Pretty pricey. A lot more than I ever thought.
That sounds about right. I'd be okay up to 120, maybe more than we can talk about if we have to, but, or look around, but the ones that we have are working well for us and
Mhm.
don't get brass.
Mhm.
Don't get brass.
I get stainless,
You're
right?
waiting on a motion for purchase?
Yeah, I got a motion for 120, up to 120
Mhm.
each.
Well, I'll make the motion if you didn't already do it.
A motion for Denny, we have a second for Jody.
Mhm.
Okay.
All votes.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Kevin?
Something situated. Trying to get a price. Tree company came in and cleared the ditch bank and the ditch of the trees and the brush down on Mill Road and Ohio Avenue.
Looks wonderful.
They actually did a great job. The one homeowner asked me to let you guys know that he wasn't happy with the tree guy because he was mean and rough, and I won't tell you exact words because Bruce is here, but he wasn't happy with the guy. I was like, okay. And
Was it the same resident that wanted the other tree cut
No.
down? Okay.
But that resident wanted another tree cut down that was a big elm that was rotting, and he claimed it would fall on the road, which he would, but it's about 5 feet out of our right of way, so I advised him we can't do that. He did call, and Jody talked to him, and we advised him maybe because it's close to the electric lines to call electric company, which he did, and it's still standing, so they must have told him no also.
Well, they're not really punctual either.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Well, he said that they told him it would be down in 4 days if they were able to do it. Because he talked to me. He was cool with everything. He was happy. Actually, both
He was very nice on the phone when he
both
called me.
homeowners were happy with it, and the other resident lives on Ohio Avenue, thanked us numerous times. So.
It was on Ohio and Mill.
It was obstructing the view coming off Ohio Avenue on the mill. You couldn't look down the road, so it was all the clearing was on Mill Road.
Okay.
It wasn't on Ohio,
Okay.
but the view was obstructed. Been completing road checks and sign checks weekly. Picked up the new blower vac from Dew Cut. Did you get the bill from them yet?
Yep.
Okay. Works great. Pretty happy with it, actually. It's kind of cool. Might take and clean my office with it too. Been cleaning and clearing brush from the west cemetery on the east side, just about finished there. Goshen came in today with their backhoe and is removing the stumps for us, so that's a big help.
Is that going to have to be mowed when it's cleared?
It's probably going to be a little ways down the road, probably a couple-year project. Next year we'll probably brush all, get graded and get it leveled and maybe get it prepped for mowing eventually.
I just didn't know if it was going to be something eventually we're going to have to put into our contract, our mowing
Yeah,
contract.
we'll have to see how it comes in and stuff like that. But yeah, so Goshen came up and was helping with that. They're going to be here tomorrow and also remove some more stumps for us. Picked up the old tar buggy for me and Al, put it in storage until we get a chance to remove the items we need removed from it. Picked up the new used one from Alliance. Took the Dodge picture at Salem Dodge. Also had them reprogram the button, the PTO button, and a couple other things, and checked the alignment. The alignment was out. That was all covered under warranty. So the only charge, I think, was the oil change and the time to reprogram those buttons.
Was there anything on that bill? I didn't see a bill.
Yeah, he signed it.
Yeah, no, but I thought it was no charge. When I looked through, was there something on the last page?
Yeah, it was
There
like
was a warranty one, but then we did write them a check for what, 180?
$180.
Okay,
Something
there
like
must be on the
that.
back page,
I
okay.
think it was 14106 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the warranty one was by itself.
Okay.
The one that was with the check was just for the oil change.
It was
and
actually
stuff.
more of a hookup problem for Myers than a program button, but they found it down
If you guys got that purchase order,
there.
We're talking about you, Kevin.
okay.
I looked at the ditching project on Heiser Road at Heiser and 534. We really can't do much with the north side of Heiser Road because if we run that ditch out to 534, there's nowhere for the water to go. But on the south side of Heiser Road, we'll be right in about the same program as we are in Leffingwell. We can make it flat to where the water will work its way down to 534. But the best solution to that is to figure out a way, maybe contact the homeowner of that property with the right-of-way and see if they can clean that right-of-way.
What about
One
the
south
culvert?
off
What
of
about the
Heiser.
culvert going into the road? The
We'll have to
culvert-
look at that. We'll have to look at both
Well,
those
that's what,
culverts.
because it looks like the water comes from 534 and then comes like up on the hill from him, meets at his place and then crosses over where that culvert is under the
Yes.
road. And with Jason had said it was because of the
Head walls.
the
Yeah,
head
the
walls
head walls are
pushing it
plastic.
down, so the only way the water's going to get over it is if it's pushed over. And if he's getting all the water on him and it's backing up on him, I would think that, I hate to do it now that we're going to have the road paved, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's, those two culverts, there's two culverts right there.
Right.
They might be definitely on the agenda for next year they would be probably too cheap, pretty feasible to replace, cut in and maybe upgrade to a little bigger culvert. Those are
Do you have to
probably
do the head
18s
walls,
in
or
there
we
now.
Just get something different,
Yeah.
just put a regular pipe in there now?
Yeah, I just two 24s in there.
I don't know why the head walls were there.
Yeah, and getting away from the cement pipe, going to smooth wall plastic increases the water flow and all
Because
that.
of the joints.
Yeah.
It's just because they were there, I think.
So I think that project, let the homeowner know that we did look at it, and it will definitely be somewhat, we'll be addressing it in the spring or next year.
But you're saying ditching on the south side of the road might
Yeah.
help?
It would help probably. And I think that whole project should wait until next year. If we get in there now, it's really wet, so
Well.
if we can wait until next year, because we could ditch that whole road on both sides all the way up past your brother-in-law's place. I mean, that whole ditch is flattened out and filled up, and it all needs cleared out. So, definitely something we consider for next year.
And that's on, is that on the south side too, the whole ditch?
North and south
North
side.
and south.
Yeah, there's a lot of water that the ground's super saturated through there.
Yeah.
Is that culvert pipe still laying in the ditch?
At Myers' property, well, it got pushed out of our right of way and into their field, so,
Okay,
because it was supposed to have been picked up by them, so
Okay.
we got it out of our ditch and
okay. I
In
just
their
didn't know if it
field,
was
so
still in the ditch, because if
maybe
it's in
the
the ditch, I was
combine
going
to
to
get
tell
it.
you to clean it up or take it out of there.
Yeah,
You're saying it's not in there anymore?
no. Somehow it ended up in their field. Met with the contractors on Ohio Avenue, installed the new security cameras. I did get one price on tires for the International from Sebring Tire. It was $26.86. That's state bid price. I'm gonna get a couple more prices before we go with that though. That just seemed, even state bid price, that seemed high.
That's for
For the International, the
I know.
big dump truck. That's,
2, 4, 8,
6 tires.
10, 6?
yeah.
No, it's 200, you have, I mean,
Yeah.
200 and some dollars a tire, it's
I know,
not
they're
really
just-
that much. I mean, by comparison, because they're expensive.
Yeah, I just wanted to get another
Tires are
price.
expensive.
Mhm.
I just paid $215 for my tires, so. I just wanted to get one more price just to
Sure.
double check. I stopped down at AAA and,
Six tires?
or Triple T locally and
Six
haven't
tires.
caught him yet. Do you have his phone number, Ted? You want to give him I'll try to get ahold of him, at least get a price from him.
This
'Cause
was
he
from
is a
who,
low-
Kevin?
Sebring Tire. And that's state bid price.
Okay.
What would you say?
450.
Okay, I was thinking half that for whatever reason. You're right, that is high.
Yeah, kind of,
I was thinking
I'm
250 and 450, and I'm thinking,
I'm kind of
okay.
good with math.
Yeah.
I don't have it in my phone, but I have it in my,
Yeah, well,
Address book.
I'll try to get it from you tomorrow and call. I stopped down there twice and seems like he's
out.
usually there.
Now, are
Now
the
that I didn't
steering-
want to
are
talk to
the-
him.
Are the steering tires more than the drive tires, or they're all the same?
The steering tires are a little bit more.
More, okay.
I didn't bring the bid in with me.
That's okay. And that's at Sebring?
I had the total. I wasn't asking for them, I just wanted to let you know.
Well, look at how much I'm doing.
That's all I know.
you need the tires installed though, wherever you're buying them from, right?
Yeah.
That is mounted?
Yeah, that's mounted down and all that stuff.
That's all you have?
That's all I have.
Anything from anybody else? 7 minutes?
Relax.
Huh?
So relax, that's for the station. And I'll double check everything with you, Dolly, before I let Roy get started. Make
Okay.
sure
Okay.
everything's good.
Right.
Since you have found your life boy now.
And I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I vote yes.
Thank you.
Watch your whole foot.
I know, really. Yeah.